Okay, Scorpio. The effects of the Cancer cold full moon in December 2018, at the end of December 2018, for the sign of Scorpio. You might be Scorpio sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, or you may be called to Scorpio for any reason. It might be any other placement. You might be checking up on another Scorpio energy outside of yourself, cross watchers. Of course, these can be beneficial for cross watchers as well. Scorpio. Okay. The Hangman reverse. The High Priestess reverse. You may be missing a Taurus currently, Scorpios. Five of Pentacles reversed. And the Eight of Swords. So yeah, during this time, following the Cancer full moon, some of you may be missing a Taurus. Others of you are having trouble connecting with and listening to your own intuition. There is this message of feeling stuck, feeling unable to sacrifice something. It has been a sacrificial time for most of us, regardless of your zodiac signs recently. I'm not an astrologer, but I've heard that from many astrologers, and I've noticed it in my own life and the lives of those around me, those clients that divulge the details to me of what's going on in their situation. It's just been a sacrificial time for a lot of us, and it looks like this Scorpio reading is speaking to those of you who are having trouble with that sacrifice. Now, some of you are feeling no longer earthbound is a phrase that I associate with the Hangman in reverse. You're feeling free of earthly things, but again, I think that that's actually referring to this possibly Taurus energy for some of you. Maybe you're detaching from some Taurus energy in your own chart. That's completely possible, but for a lot of you, this is a Taurus energy outside of yourself that's either absent or that you're just disconnected from in some way, shape, or form at this time. And that may very well go hand in hand with feeling unable to listen to your intuition at this time, Scorpios, for a lot of you. For others, it's not a Taurus energy specifically. It's just someone you're having trouble sacrificing, and your intuition is telling you that it is time to move forward. It is time to let go. It's a sacrifice that will be worthwhile. The reward is greater than the reward of sacrificing. Letting go of this person, this energy is greater than that of hanging on, and yet you're just in a space where it's difficult. You feel like it's a loss of some sort. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, though, it was actually a gain. Okay, this is actually something it's been a gift. It's been a gain. You've earned something as a result of, I think, again, losing or detaching from this person, Scorpios. Now, in the near future, the energy that this is taking you into, the further away you move from this loss, which was actually a gain, the further away you move from the energy of the Cancer full moon, or the height of that Cancer full moon, it's taking you towards the Eight of Swords energy. Can be an outright victim mentality, which is not a good look on any of us, right? No one wants to be in this space. If you're not actually being manipulated by an energy outside of yourself, you're feeling like you are. For most of you, it's it's just a feeling that you are being manipulated by someone outside of yourself. But in this deck in particular, the Deviant Moon Tarot, again, I'll let you see this. You see how the energy of the moon there, the full moon in this picture, is what's drawing this individual out the window, right? It's what's making them maybe fall to their death there, or at least a mortal wound. So in this deck, it really can be an energy outside of yourself that is actually manipulating you. And perhaps that's why this was actually a gain and not a loss. Moving forward, you move into the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and then the Three of Cups reversed. Yeah, I think for a lot of you Scorpios, it's just a limiting belief. It's a self-imposed prison. It's a feeling that you can't let this person go, that you may have been giving energy to more than one person, with the Six of Pentacles showing up as a clarifier for us here. That's another reason that it may very well have been a gain. And we have the Three of Pentacles showing twice for you, both in the Deviant Moon Tarot and in our clarifier deck here. So I think that doesn't mean three-party situation to me, but it speaks rather of work that you love to do. So I think that what can take you out of this victim mentality, take you out of these limiting beliefs, is to refocus on something you love to do. The message here isn't about reattaching to a new person or trying to go backwards and get back together, or reconnect with someone that things have that you recently disconnected from in some way, that is absent in some way, but rather to refocus your energies on work that you love to do so much that you don't notice the time passing. Work that maybe very well requires a collaboration. And I say requires because the Three of Cups would talk about a playful collaboration to me. The Three of Pentacles for me more often is one that's necessary. So whether you are excited about it or not, and some of you may be, others may not, it's work that may require collaboration, or if not, it's a collaboration in the sense that the work you're doing is informing the community around you, the people that you are the people or the community that then turns around and works to shape you. And it may require, as we see pictured here, you turning your back on what's going on immediately around you. You see this energy is painting a face on the back of the worker's, the artist's head. Now, the artist is working on something that then shapes that very community, but the community, to me, this is how I read this card, is sort of saying, you're not present. You're so busy in your work. This artist is so buried in what they're doing that the community or your family, your friends, the people around you have to sort of pretend that you're there with them, right? They have this idea, they've painted this idea on you that's not really who you are, but it makes them feel like you're present with them when really what you're present with is your work. And it's because, again, it's work that you love doing so much that you don't notice the time passing. So the progression here looks like a time period of feeling stuck, a time period of being unwilling to sacrifice, a time period of reviewing the best qualities about this person that you miss so much that you hate to give up, and allowing yourself, that's a choice that you're making, Scorpios, allowing yourself to feel stuck, allowing yourself to feel that this wasn't the best thing for you when maybe it was, or that maybe it was someone else's fault entirely when you absolutely played a hand in what happened for others, or that, as I said before, that it was a loss when in fact it was a gain. And staying stuck in that victim mentality for any amount of time takes you to the Ten of Pentacles reverse, where things aren't feeling secure in your home, maybe in your life, your mind in general. and it can cause some amount of loss. Whereas you've actually gained and you think you've lost, it can cause an actual loss. You're not focused on your work. You might lose money as a result of not working, depending on your situation. And then I think for a lot of you, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. So I think for a lot of you, what happens is that you realize who this person actually was, or what the situation actually was, and you start to see that, okay, this was really a gain, right? This is actually something good for me, regardless of what happened and who was at fault. And I can tell you the truth is that, you know, it takes two to tango. It's both people, even if your only fault is remaining in a situation that wasn't meant for you, right? Wasn't healthy for you. But it looks like you start to realize that, and then we move on to that Three of Pentacles energy, where once you see that it was actually a gift, you see that what you've earned is this time that you can use to focus on your passion, your purpose, your creative work that you want to put into the world. And you may not think of it as creative, but whatever it is that you're creating, whatever work you really love to do, you really enjoy doing, at least. And so, you know, your environment, your home life, again, maybe even in your mind, may continue to feel unstable for some time. And I think that how long that everything continues to feel unstable is directly proportionate, Scorpios, to how long you allow yourself to feel stuck. Even if this person was manipulating you before, continuing to stay in their grip, continuing to focus on the past, is your choice. And there's this time period where you sort of want to blame it on the other person, or you want to blame it on someone else. And it's your choice, and we can only change the nature of something once we accept it. And you have to take a hold of your power if you want to change it, right? You have to accept that you brought yourself into that situation to begin with. You got yourself out of that situation, and it's only through an obviously needed perspective shift and owning the fact that you have the power now. Only you truly have the power now to stop focusing on that person and to stop seeing it in a way that makes you a victim. As I said, just not a good look on anybody, no matter the situation. Only through owning that power and shifting that perspective in that way can you escape this trap that you have skillfully set for yourself. And that's just the reality of it. Interesting. Your advice card from the SpirtSong tarot deck is the Six of Shells. The Six of Cups, the Six of Chalices. It's the Six of Shells in this deck, and it's the Six of Water nonetheless. It's noted as sentiment and joy here. So I really think that what you're advised to do, Scorpios, now a lot of you are going over, like I said, the best memories that you have with this person, the best qualities, the times when you felt like a partner with them, felt like you were in a happy partnership, like the one that's very much pictured here. A lot of you are going over those memories, and I'm not sure that, even though this is upright, I'm not sure that is the best advice for you. I don't think that the reading is advising you to continue to go over the memories in that way. I think instead it's asking you to, if you're going to revisit those moments, those memories, reframe them. A lot of you need to revisit those memories and realize what was actually going on in those moments. See how you've certainly given this other party the benefit of the doubt, but moreover than that, you maybe are just remembering these things incorrectly. And at the same time, for the other half of you, the answer, it lies in remembering the good things about this person so that you can forgive what has happened and let it go. Whatever allows you personally, Scorpios, to let the situation go. And you know, it's like I'm saying, you can wallow as long as you want to, basically. As harsh as that may sound to some, it's your choice. If you want to wallow in this moment, in this feeling, that's absolutely your choice. But you're also advised to find sentiment and joy that you have for other things. So if I'm describing this work that you love to do, and a lot of you are thinking, I don't even know what that is, you know, a creative work that I love to do, healing is definitely on the horizon, Scorpio. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, it's like it's coming, but this is normally at long last, a healing that's coming at long last. So for some of you, you are going to allow this to draw out longer than is, I want to say, necessary. And again, it's your choice. But if I'm describing this creative work that you love to do, perhaps involving a collaboration, something that you love to do so much you don't notice the time passing, and you're thinking, I don't even know what that would be. I don't have anything like that. Maybe you can't think of what type of work would bring that joy out in you, because right now all of your sentiment and your sentimental memories are reserved for this other party, this other person. It could be multiple energies for some of you. Whatever energy you're missing, be it a Taurus or otherwise, some of you need to allow your memory to go back further, go back to your childhood, go to other interactions, other types of relationships, or other relationships in general that you've had. When was the last time you did engage in work like that, be it creative or otherwise, that you were so focused on, you loved doing so much that you didn't even realize what else was going on around you, or it distracted you from your emotions, right? Your memories could be so caught up with this person that may very well have been right in and out of your life. Maybe that's why it's particularly distracting. That you can't allow yourself to visit these other, as I said, sentiments. And the Knight of Cups showed up in reverse for us as well. Again, for some of you, you still feel like a victim because you were victimized. Now, again, that was still your choice. We allow that to happen to ourselves. And I know that sounds harsh and hard to accept, but I've done it. We've all done it. You know, that comes from someone who, it takes one to know one. And any time that we feel like a victim or victimized, it's imperative that we acknowledge that we have allowed this to happen. We have made choices that have allowed this to happen. We've chosen this space, this energy, this lesson for some reason, because that is the only way that we can take our power back and take our life in a different direction and stop being the victim. But I think a lot of you still feel victimized because you were. I think you feel like someone's manipulating you outside yourself, whether they are or not. For some of you, they are. The manipulation continues, and you have to, again, take your power to escape that energy. But you may feel like it's still going on because it went on for a time within this relationship, whether it's a romantic partnership or not. It may very well have been a manipulative personality, a manipulative situation. And so no one can fault you for continuing to view it that way, Scorpios. But in any case, if you're lingering over the thoughts of this person because you're hoping that they're going to return, you're hoping that you're going to see some sort of an offer of love from them, it's not coming. It's not coming. And what you have instead is this peace that comes after the ego drama, after the fights, this time where you can focus on what you love to do, or on remembering what that is, reconnecting at least with the version of yourself who could figure out what it is that you love to do so much that it could distract you from this person. And once you have a hold of that, once you know what you love to do for you and for the world and for other people, your feelings for them may linger, right? The instability may linger for a time, yes, but it's more than healing. Healing isn't even the word I want to use, but it will grant you this healing at long last, even if you do drag it out for a time, getting to that point, continuing to wait on that offer that it doesn't look like is coming. I mean, if this reading resonated, if this is for you, that offer is not coming, not anytime soon. And it frees you, that activity, that work, that thing that you love to do so much. It makes it so no one else can touch you. No one can take your peace. No one can take your happiness because you give it to yourself. It changes you into a different version of yourself. If you don't feel like you're strong enough to let go of this person, finding that work will make you into a version of yourself, a stronger person who absolutely can overcome this that you don't think you're capable of. So with that, Scorpios, we will move on to the next. Again, thank you for being here and for liking and subscribing. And I hope you make wise choices moving forward. I hope that it offered you some insight, some help, something that you didn't have when you came to the reading. And I love you, and I will post another tarot fix for you very soon.